Okay, we're gonna do just 100 jumping jacks because I'm tired.
Okay, let's do
Great.
it. Do it for you, Coach Cha.
Thanks. Alrighty, neck rotations. Other way. Up and down. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. Shoulder circles. Everything on me is like clicking as I move it. Backwards. Elbow circles. Backwards. Cross chest. Over your head. Pivoting. Hip circles. Other way. Back bend. Forward. Yeah. Oh, everything is so sore. Everything's so sore. Reach over to the right. Reach over to the left. Right arm in your thigh. Reach over head. This thing. No, let's go. Just gonna do it. Other side. Put your feet closer together. Each squat. Yeah, everything's sore. I didn't really I didn't lift this week. Mostly because I did a bunch of manual labor, which was like lifting in real life. So I didn't do any lifting, but I am so sore everywhere. Right foot out. Yeah. Switch sides. Back to the center. Go into downward dog. My calves are really tight. Just didn't do shit with them in terms of stretching them. So if you can cycle your feet here, try to get your heels to the ground. Stretch your calves. This is a nice spot for that. All right, right leg up and through. Right arm up. As you can tell, I'm just like taking it slow in the stretching part because I'm like, this is nice. My body hurts. Stretching is great. Right arm down, left arm up. Both arms down, back knee down, straighten your front leg, reach forward. Sit back up, hold your leg in. Scoot your back leg back, reach forward. Untangle yourself back to downward dog. Left leg up and through. Left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. like even doing this, my like knees feel unstable because they've been used so hard this week. I'm just chatting and stretching for today. Both arms down, back knee down, straighten your front leg, reach forward. Back up, fold your leg in, back leg scoot back, reach forward. Untangle yourself back to downward dog. Both knees down for frog. Stretch forward for Cobra. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Sit back in the child's pose. Reach over to the right. Reach over to the left. And release. I hope you enjoyed that really long session of yoga right there. Feel the lights.
Love it.
Great. All right, on your backs, bridge, left, right shoulder. All right, bridge, hip escape, scissor kick, front roll. next, sideways shrimp. Sideways shrimp. All right, next, slow back roll and then frog jump forward. Next, triangle. All right, time. Let's do some jujitsu. Water, dummy, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we are going to do the reverse triangle on the dummy from turtle. Jen, Sarah, if you remember it from Wednesday, do it. I am going to show it again. So normally we put our knees in through the hole between the knee and the elbows to create space to dig out the arm or sort of dig out the leg. This time we're going to put our knee, if we're attacking the turtle, we come over here, we're putting weight on them here. We're putting weight down and we're gonna dig our knee through this hole between the shoulder and the neck. And we're gonna land our leg, our knee on the floor, preferably not, smashing your fingers, but they're the ones putting their fingers there, not you. So here, you're putting weight on them, put your knee through. Oh, right, details. While you're doing that, you're going to hold on to the hip. With a gi, it's easier. You can hold on to the belt. You're also going to pull on the elbow here. If you want, you can grab the gi fabric. It might just be easier to pull on that elbow pit. So here, get your knee through, hold on to that elbow pit. This hand or this foot, my heel is going to go underneath the armpit. And I'm going to fall over to this side, to my knee side, my knee going upside. So here, I'm going to pull them with me to get here. Let me closer to the camera. So I get here, and this foot, the one that was, this one, that was underneath the armpit, is holding onto that arm on the armpit, but I need to switch my legs. So I'm going to put my foot where the armpit is. Now, a real person, their arm wouldn't be all the way over there, so you can be able to pull it toward you. Here. So I have the lock here. My other foot is now on the armpit, my heel, and lock it. I finish this triangle by pulling on the elbow, or if that's too far, pulling onto the wrist or the sleeve, pulling it towards you, and then squeezing. Yes? Any questions? Okay. Gotta switch your lock, Michelle. So you're gonna get your left leg, left heel on the armpit now. Yep, left heel on the armpit. And that's the bottom of your triangle, yes. I feel like that's harder to show on the dummy. So to finish that triangle, Michelle, you have to have the other arm. You have to be able to pull it towards you. It's harder on the dummy. Sarah was here on Wednesday, so it was easier showing it. Don't forget your handle holds, Michelle, before you turn. So right hand on the other hip of the dummy. Not that hip, the farther hip, I guess. And then left hand on the elbow pit of the one, yep. And then you go. Yep, no, that's not, no. Now you gotta go grab the other arm. Totally impossible on the dummy. Yep. Yeah, precisely.
So you're saying that on a real person, they would maybe have their arm over, or would you?
Well, their arm won't just be going like this, right? That's really painful on the shoulder, right? So they'd be like fighting off your leg or something. You just grab it.
Okay, just grab something. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show other submissions from there that don't require, like that's a very good hold on them. We'll go through that in a little bit. Just keep working on this.
Okay.
right, time. It's easier to see. All right, so I get this position, and maybe they're keeping their arm away from me. I can't grab it somehow. Whatever. This hold is still really good. It's a good control. The only thing to be wary of in this position is that they're going to obviously be trying to get out of this position, and their hips, which are very powerful, hips and shoulders are very powerful. Their hips are open, so they can like swing their legs back and forth and kind of pendulum out. So you want to make sure that you're holding on to the belt if that's if it's gi, or like maybe cupping the hip, or if it's gi again, you can grab the pants, but making sure they're not going anywhere on the hip, because yeah, they'll get out. So now I have this arm originally. When I was setting this up, I came around and had this elbow, right? So I want to attack this arm. There are a bunch of different attacks on it, and it's totally yours for the taking. It's in front of you. It's isolated. Like, what can they do? They can put their arms together, but then you can choke them out. So here, I can get the arm bar. Obviously, it's a little weird here, so I would actually turn the palm towards you and get the arm bar from there, palm towards you. It's easier when you have a real person. You can also get the wrist lock. So pretend this is a hand, and I'm here, and I'm wrist locking. You can also get the Americana. It's kind of reversed. So I'm putting the hand underneath my armpit, coming underneath, Americana. You can get the Kimura too, and that one I feel like is a little other armpit. Probably get that Kimura too. That might be a little bit harder to maneuver than the Americana. Right? So arm bar, wrist lock, turn, weird Americana, maybe possible Kimura. Right. Do all those from the reverse triangle setup.
Or the Americana and the Kimura, you're doing it like in a reverse.
Yes, reverse positioning.
Does the regular way that you won't have enough leverage there to finish it? The regular way?
It's a weird, you're on the wrong side. Because you're underneath them and not over them. So I don't know how you would get it the regular way. I guess you could hold on to the wrist and push the elbow up, but I feel like they'd squirm out of it.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. This just felt more secure.
It feels very secure on a dummy.
I think it felt secure when I did it on Sarah.
Wait, you just said that it's not that secure if you do it the regular way.
Oh, no, the armpit way is very secure.
No, I was doing it the regular way last time, and it.
Yeah, Sarah was doing it the regular way on me too. I mean, it's doable, but I feel like if somebody were like, no, they get out. All right, time. There's also a toe hold from here that we're not gonna work on. We're gonna move on to the Kimura sequence. So, not the Kimura the rollover thing, like the Kimura from like a sitting on face north-south situation. So for the Kimura, we are going to get same side arm, opposite ankle. So from here, we're going to dig our hand in, get the same side arm at the wrist, and bend that in. I'm also going to get opposite side ankle. You can't see me holding onto it. It'll make sense in a second. Opposite side ankle, and then I'm going to shift here, here, and we're gonna, a real person would actually flip over here as we're grabbing onto this arm and grabbing onto this ankle. When I'm turning, I'm going to support or block the back using the opposite knee. When I come over without the dummy, I'm coming here. I got the wrist. I have the ankle on that side, and I'm pushing them as I'm moving this way. I'm going to block the hip, and I'm here. And I push them over to them being on the side like this, right? again. So I'm taking my hand, closer side hand here, grabbing the wrist, pulling it in, grabbing the far side ankle, so close wrist, far side ankle, and I'm using my shoulder, pushing them, using my leg, my knee as a blockade, as they are forced to turn onto their side to not break anything. I'm going to, if I have that arm, I'm going to take that arm, going to squeeze here, let go of that foot, ankle, got that. Get the Kimura. Yeah, makes little sense on the dummy.
Yeah, so is it kind of a way of just getting them on their side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting them on their side and also being able to have that arm once you get them on their side.
Thank you.
You could also do this with the close side ankle, but they can sort of post out better with their far side one if you're trying to push them that way. Interesting. All right. Time. That's relatively simple mechanics, right? Yeah, that one seemed straightforward. The reverse triangle, not so straightforward. Okay, now we're gonna do random experimental one that I keep thinking about. So, you know how when people are turtling and you stick your arm underneath and they're like, here, they being me, here, and then they roll you over and then they got that arm, right? So they're here, then you stick your arm underneath and they catch here. So there's a fraction of a second when you can capitalize on that and use that as bait because you know that somebody's going to do that. When they come up, usually they have to open up their neck a little bit, right? So that fraction of a second when they open up their neck to grab the arm, slip your hand through, especially if they have a gi, get that gi, right? And with your arm, make sure it doesn't get straightened out. If they're going to capture it, make sure that you have control of the shoulder. So we're going to go and try to do it on the dummy. I've been doing this in like Molly's classes where I'm like, oh, my dummy just rolled me over. So here. So I'm going to do the gi version. We're going to do a loop choke situation in the gi version. So I'm here, I stick my hand underneath, I'm trying to get the wrist. They're like, oh no, I'm gonna get your arm instead. And you know you're about to get rolled. So in that fraction of a second, you stuck your hand in, you probably won't get the lapel by then, but make sure this hand, once it gets taken, you're going to cup the shoulder, or I guess if you're in a situation with a gi, you can hold on to the gi and you're going to get rolled over. What's the best situation here? So if you're in the gi, I just held on to the lapel. I'm going to pass it to that hand and I'm tucking this in. They have to straighten my arm to get that arm bar here, or they can do other things with the Kimura, but again, they need my hand. Right now I'm tucking my hand in, and then here I have the gi. I'm going to get the loop choke. This hand goes behind. I'm grabbing my own arm and sliding to get that loop choke. In no gi, this is probably not going to happen. So I'll just say this is probably for gi. Does that make sense? Thought bubbles?
Did you have your other arm around the neck before you got rolled?
So in that split second, when somebody is about to get your arm, they have to open up their neck a little bit, right? So stick your hand in that second, they do this, and then they roll you. See that opening of my neck? Try, this is again, probably unlikely, but try it. So here, I'm gonna grab the arm, and then I'm gonna roll. In that whole entire time frame, my neck is open. It is probably gonna be hard in no gi. In gi, your other hand could grab onto fabric as you're getting rolled, just to have it hold on. This is
So both hands are trying to do something during that roll. The one that got trapped is like cupping the shoulder, and the other one is just snaking in there. Okay.
Yep, this is bait. This is not like, oh shit, my arm just got taken. This is, I'm intentionally putting my arm here so that I could do this move, right? If you are not thinking about it and stick your arm there, it's likely that you'll get submitted. Yeah, let's try it. Woo. Just watch people get rolled by the dummy. Yes. Oh, here, just moving. As you guys are doing this, I'm just gonna talk. So I think there's also like something you have to do with your legs so you don't get totally stuck underneath them, which I can't really replicate with just the dummy. And again, this is just mental experimentation, as I've only really tested this on the dummy. So I feel like if somebody rolls you and then puts their back on you, it's going to be harder to do this. So like you almost want to get rolled and then position yourself, which I don't know. Keep trying it. It's a dummy. One day we'll try this out in real life. Yes, Michelle.
I'm imagining when I get rolled that I want to try to maybe stay on my side a little and put my leg over so they can't get away, or is that not possible?
Put your leg.
Like if I'm going over, I've rolled over, blah, blah, blah. I'm here. If they are going to turn this way, keep this leg. You know what I'm saying? Here.
Well, which way do you think they'll turn?
This way. Like away from
Actually, they won't. If they're trying to do that Kimura thing, especially if I'm doing that Kimura thing on you, I'm definitely smashing my back into your chest.
So they're going to go like this instead.
Kinda, yeah. Which will make it real hard to do anything.
So they're like arching up on top of me.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that would be. I could maybe still roll though, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, you could experiment with. Again, this is just experimental.
Idea.
Yeah, you could try doing. You could try like wrapping up the legs, and see if that feels better for you, and then we could try it in real life one day.
It'd give me. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I like it.
Cool.
Interesting.
Right. Yes, Sarah. You're standing there. You're looking at what other people are doing. Maybe you would try to capture the legs. Would you? Maybe that buys you some time before they can Kimura you. All right. Do you guys want to do some abs? Okay. All this stuff in my eye. Okay, we're gonna do 4 minutes of abs. Because I didn't leave enough time because I was tired and I was like, I really don't want to leave time. Let's experiment instead. Come on. So 4 rounds. We're going to do Russian twists, leg lifts, bicycles, and then crunches. So just 4. So we're going to start with Russian twists. Ready? Leg lifts. of bicycles. Regular crunches. All right. That was short.
Thanks, coach.